Hi, everyone. It's an honor and privilege for me to interact with you. My role at Intel provides me a chance to engage with youth of India, which I find is one of the most fascinating parts of my job. The reason for that is very simple. Youth is future of India, and youth is future of the world, in fact. So I would like to tell you that you are in such a fantastic position to shape that future. And it's an opportunity that very small number of people have been provided in India. Hence, it comes with great responsibility. Responsibility towards people around you, responsibility towards business ventures you are going to be part of, and most importantly, responsibility towards yourself. The reason I say that is you have the opportunity to become the best version of yourself, to maximize your potential, and in so doing, reimagine the world around you. In a sense, creating a lasting impact in this world. Today, we are witnessing one of the most unprecedented humanitarian crises the world has ever seen. The coronavirus pandemic that continues to take a tragic toll on people's lives is also acting as a catalyst for immense change, economic, societal, personal, and corporate, on a scale not seen since early 20th century. The scale of that change and the speed at which it is happening is shining a bright light on the fact that governments, educational institutions, and companies are facing once in a generation shift. And for all the uncertainty about what the future beholds, it's already clear that it will be digital. Indeed, recent data shows that we have vaulted 5 years forward in consumer and business digital adoption in a matter of around 8 weeks. Simply stunning. Banks have transitioned to remote sales and service teams. Grocery stores have shifted to online ordering and delivery as their primary business. Doctors have begun delivering telemedicine. In fact, teleconsultation is at an all-time high in India, and the list goes on. And what's more is that you're all learning and interacting online. We are interacting like this digitally as opposed to a face-to-face interaction we would have done earlier. Think about the power of technology and what it can enable for us in terms of an impact to society. It's simply stunning. You're all part of fourth industrial revolution, defined by connected devices and intelligence. Today, AI is transforming the world as we know it. And you all, in my view, are privileged to be in a generation that will help do that. You are a few of the luckiest folks on the planet, in my opinion. You are in a country that's one of the youngest countries in the world, a country that's on a path to tremendous growth. I belong to the tech industry, and hence, citing data related to technology, we are the third largest AI startup ecosystem in the world. We are the second largest software ecosystem in the world. Technology will play truly a foundational role in transforming India. And I'm sure young minds like yours will play a huge role in that. As we chart the course towards altering the trajectory of the country, we also need to ensure that the growth is inclusive. It raises all boats. Though we may be the seventh largest world economy, getting to third largest within the next 3 to 4 years, our per capita income places us at 139th in the world. A crisis like COVID will potentially widen the gap between rich and poor. And while technology can certainly fuel the transformation of India, our purpose in the end will determine how well we use technology to serve exactly that cause. As you enter one of the most exciting and dynamic markets in the world, in my humble opinion, I would request you to have a very clear purpose in front of you on how you want to make an impact in the country. The new normal is driving a very strong reliance on innovative implementation of technology. For Intel, this has several implications as a company. that shapes all key industry trends, especially so in India. But every single time we go back and think about what is our purpose as a company and what are the things that matter for us to fulfill that purpose. Many famous CEOs, including the great Ratan Tata, have said businesses need to go beyond the interests of their companies to the communities they serve. It's a very powerful thought. To my mind, this applies not only to businesses, but to us as individuals too. No matter what you choose as your career path, you have to think about your purpose and the things that you truly stand for. The image you see on the screen is a very popular image on social media. It's a great message to encourage you to focus on your purpose. Purpose is found really at the intersection of passion, mission, vocation, and profession. Or in other words, purpose is a combination of loving what you do, being great at it, being paid for both of these, and because the world needs it. But even as you set out to define your purpose, remember, there are few things that you must not compromise on. Integrity is extremely important. Curiosity and learning agility are crucial. Diversity of thought is important. The more tough the challenges, the more diverse opinions you need. Building constructive relationships is important too. Being accustomed to failures and rising from those failures is important. Most importantly, giving with no expectation of return is vital. What I've realized is being clear on what you stand for helps you make all the right choices, both professionally and personally in your life. The companies you associate with, the friends you make, relationship with your loved ones, relationship with your colleagues, and so much more. We're in the midst of a huge change today, and I talked a bit about it, but your career will span change at a pace the world has never seen before. I started my career, as an example, when the world was at an early stage of PC adoption. Rapid increase in computing horsepower, where Intel has played a defining role, the software capabilities, billions of connected devices, and just the sheer quantum of data has meant that we will rely more and more on artificial intelligence and the capabilities to automate repetitive tasks. The relationship between man and machine would dramatically change. It will continue to evolve rapidly, and the value of humans will be creativity, judgment, ethics, and areas like these that only we as humans can uniquely contribute towards. However, the increasing capabilities of machines also means humans will have to evolve to keep pace with these changes. Learning agility, adaptability will become very, very critical, as you will need to reinvent yourself not once or twice, but multiple times in your career. Being a sports buff, I wanted to cite a few examples of people who really stand out on having clarity of purpose. Roger Federer, Steffi Graf, Nadal in tennis, Michael Jordan in basketball, Sachin Tendulkar or Dhoni in cricket, two of my favorite, and so on. When you look at their lives, they had a very clear purpose: to be the best in the world at something. They committed their life towards achieving that purpose. When challenges came their way, they raised the bar on performance. When they were handed defeats, they learned from it, evolved, and came back even stronger. They always remained students of the game despite being the master of it. It's really uncanny. On every stellar performer you find this as a common thread: always being student of the game despite being the master. Each one of you has the potential to be great in your field, and constantly aspiring for greatness will keep you hungry for growth. I would argue that with a clear purpose and consistency of effort, you can achieve anything you set your sights on. In the end, through your single minded pursuit of excellence, you could make it better for those around you in a very meaningful way. You would have lived a fulfilling life, in my view. However, don't forget to have fun all along the way because life is indeed very short. It passes very quickly. So don't think twice before you do anything crazy. Thanks a lot for your time and wishing you all the very best in your lives. I am sure you'll do very, very well.